Hello vinyl collectors. Today I've pulled the artist Donovan Leitch from my collection of records to show a few of the LPs that I have. Donovan was born in Scotland in 1946. He became prominent in the 1960s, and his music encompassed like folk, jazz, pop, rock, psychedelic, and world music. So he's sort of all over the place, very versatile singer-songwriter, musician. He was introduced into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2012 and the Songwriter Hall of Fame in 2014. For the high point in his career, he worked with someone named Michael Hayes, who would end up producing a lot of his hits. Michael Hayes had worked with a lot of groups like the Animals, Hermits, Nashville Teens, Lulu, Hot Chocolate, and the Jeff Beck Group. And in the UK, Donovan was signed to Pi Records. And at one point there in the 60s, he ended up signing a contract with Epic Records, which caused some friction with Pi Records, because I believe they had intended to have their records distributed through Warner Brothers and not Epic. And as a result, there was sort of a disjoint in records between North America and the UK, with Pi being sort of upset with Donovan and not releasing some of his stuff in a timely fashion. Eventually it all got resolved, and through all of the 60s, Donovan was a major artist who was charting quite frequently. So I'll just show you some of the records that I have in my collection. The first record that I'm going to release, LP, What Ben Did and What Ben Hid. This was on the Pi label in the UK, and here in Canada it was on the Marble Arch label. Catch the Wind is probably the biggest track off this one, at least what I heard on the radio. His next album, Fairy Tale, I have never seen a copy of that one around, and consequently I don't have that one in my collection. It was released on Pi in the UK, I think Hickory in the US, probably Marble Arch in Canada. Starting with his third album, this is when he started really becoming popular, and this is when he joined Epic. And this is the Sunshine and Superman, which charted at number 11 in the US. Of course, the big hit being Sunshine Superman off this album. This next album, Mellow Yellow, again, title track being the big hit off of that album. Looking very 60s in that picture. Is there anything else on here that worth mentioning? Well, Mellow Yellow is definitely the standout track where I grew up on the radio. The next one is was a box set from Epic. It's called A Gift from a Flower to a Garden. There's 2 records in this box set, and then these 2 records end up getting released individually as well. And they were called Where Your Love Like from Heaven, or Where Your Love Like Heaven, and the other one was For Little Ones, which came out individuals in this case, so I just had the box set. The next one, which was a big hit, The Hurdy-Gurdy Man. Again, that was a big hit on the radio. Jennifer Jupiter on that one as well. One thing I say about Donovan, if you listen to something on the radio, say like Sunshine Superman, you go, oh, well, that's really good, that's really psychedelic, I think I'll go buy his record, or go buy his album. Sometimes you might be a little disappointed because his music varied a great deal on the same album. So you might hear something in the radio that sounds very psychedelic to you. You rush out and get it. But then many of the other tracks on there may just be straight up folk music or world music. So you got quite a mixture of sound from Donovan, even on a given album, as well as between albums. The next one, I have a hard time pronouncing this. Barbajala. I don't know how to pronounce that. This one came out in 1969 and charted 23 on the US charts. But, let's see. Remember, there's Super Lungs on there. I can remember hearing that one. And Atlantis. Then the next one is Open Road, and I don't have a copy of that. I have seen that one in flea markets at vinyl shows, but for whatever reason, I just never bothered to pick it up. And then there was one released in the UK only called HMS Donovan, only UK release, so I've never seen a copy of that one as well. The next one from 1973 is Cosmic Wheels, which charted 25 in the States. This is actually my favorite Donovan album. This is a gatefold with an inner sleeve. The whole idea is that you color in everything with your crayons, and then there's a big poster in there as well, Donovan. This is a very good album. I really like this one. Next one is Essence to Essence in 1973, charted 174. I haven't played this one in a while. Next one from 1974, 7Ts, 135 on the charts in the United States. Again, these are all epic pressings in North America. Then he put out an album called Slow Down World in 1976, which charted at 174, and that's one also that I don't have. I put out a couple of live albums, and this one here is Donovan Concert 1968, reached number 18 on the charts. I believe, if I remember correctly, in this one he's actually introduced by his father in the concert. Fairly good record here. And he also did one called Live in Japan Tour 1973 on the Epic label, and I've never seen a copy of that one. There's some compilation albums out by him as well. There's The Real Donovan, which was put out by Pi Records in 1966. Which was his original label in the UK, Pi Records. This one has a few. Catch the Wind is on this one. There's one, The World of Donovan. Again, sort of a collection. I think this one came out like 69 in the UK and 72 in the US. This is a double record set. Then one that I think was very popular would have been Donovan's Greatest Hits. I think this charted number 4 in the US. And of course this one, the first pressing or early pressings, have the booklet inside. If you ever wanted to pick up like one Donovan album, sort of just to see what the guy's all about, this is the one I recommend. It's easy to get. Later issues, I think, are just a single jacket, not a gatefold or anything, but those, I've seen those all the time in flea markets, and usually fairly cheap. And this is a good one just to sort of get started with. There was another compilation put out called Colors, and this one was released in the UK on the Hallmark label. And not his biggest hits on this one. Colors is on it. I can remember Car. So in addition to the LPs, I also have a DVD that he put out, and it's a fairly recent one, and I'll just show you that. And here's the DVD here, Donovan live in Los Angeles. And I believe this concert was organized by David Lynch, and also appearing in this concert is his daughter, and wow, let me see, Estrella Celestial or something of that. It's whatever. And also on this one is Mike Love from the Beach Boys. This is a pretty good concert. It's worth picking up if you happen to see it in the store. He covers a lot of his hits on there. There's Jennifer Jupiter, Sunshine Superman, Season of the Witch, Hurdy-Gurdy Man, Mellow Yellow, Colors. So yeah, he covers off Catch the Wind, There Is a Mountain. He covers off pretty much all his hits in this concert. So it might be worth picking up if you see it. And that's my Donovan collection. Once again, thank you for watching, and have a great day.